Hello, I'm Peggy Richard, Director of Communications for DFCU Financial, and I'm here today with our new President and CEO, Ryan Goldberg.
Good afternoon, Peggy.
Hi, Ryan. How are you doing?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. You and Mark and the executive team have been very busy lately with the recent announcement. I know you visited some of the First Citrus employees, some of their branches. How did that go?
It was a great couple of days down in Tampa last week. As you know, we made the announcement on Thursday morning. Mark Shobe and I were in Tampa. We visited probably with close to 85% of the employees. We had a number of different interactions throughout the branches, the departments. We had some small group meetings. It was really a fun time to be with those folks and to share the DFCU vision for our combined company.
So you've talked a bit about your shared value philosophy at the recent managers meeting and during some branch visits. What exactly does that mean?
So shared value, Peggy, it's a decision-making process where we think about our key stakeholders. If we're making decisions that are simultaneously benefiting the members, the company, the employees, and our communities, then we know we're making the right decision. So it's really keeping those key parties top of mind as we make strategic decisions for the company.
So can you give some specific examples of how this has been used in a decision-making process or how you will use it toward
Well, you brought up the First Citrus acquisition that we just announced last week. So let me talk a little bit about that. So if you think about the value of these two organizations coming together and you think about how it benefits, first and foremost, if you look at it from the membership perspective, this is going to give our Michigan members an opportunity to do additional banking business down in our Florida market as they visit either seasonally or on a somewhat regular basis. Employees are going to benefit from this opportunity because it's going to open up a whole new set of career options. Our organization is going to be growing through this, and with that, it gives us an opportunity to do more in terms of supporting the communities that support us. And ultimately, this is a benefit to the organization and DFCU Financial over the course of time from a financial achievement standpoint. We're going to be able to more quickly grow our commercial line of business as these two companies come together. First Citrus, they built that organization by doing commercial banking, but they don't have a very extensive retail presence. So our ability to overlay mortgage, consumer lending, investment services into their commercial customer base in Florida is going to give us an opportunity to be much more successful as a company and provide more services, which will enhance the revenue generation for our company.
Okay, you shared with the management team also recently the guiding principles that you feel are important to an organization. Can you tell us what those are?
Sure. Thanks for the question, Peggy. First and foremost, from a culture standpoint, we have to demand excellence of ourselves. And there's a couple areas that I think we really have to ensure that we're focused on, and that's the member experience, digital enhancements, risk management, business growth, and community leadership. With that, we have to be viewed as a responsible company, and adding value to the consumers and businesses that are trusting us with their financial future is of paramount importance. The financial services industry is changing by the day. For us to be a successful organization today and in the future, we have to anticipate, we have to plan, and we have to effectively respond to the things that are changing in our industry. From a work environment perspective, it's important that we provide employees an opportunity to succeed and further develop their careers. From a decision-making process, balancing collaboration and empowerment in that process. And finally, holding ourselves to high personal and professional standards, making sure that they apply to each employee with always the mindset of we make a difference one member at a time within our company.
So, you're right, Ryan. It seems like a great approach, certainly as we acquire First Citrus. How will this philosophy help us through this transition?
So if you think about how a merger of two companies is successful, it's really first and foremost, are we doing a good job retaining the employees that are closest to the customers? And are we doing a good job retaining the clients, which will be our future members at DFCU? As we approach all of these integration options and the work streams associated with it, if we keep those two specific factions top of mind, and we're doing things in terms of evaluation and making decisions to ensure that there's benefit to both of those stakeholder groups, then ultimately our company is going to be viewed as a success as it relates to integration, which will give us the opportunity to do more in the future as it relates to investing in our company, growing specific markets.
So how would you say this concept, this shared value philosophy, relates to or builds on our current philosophy of be the expert, make it easy, and make their day? Can it coalesce with that?
Yeah, so those particular principles that you just referenced, those are how we differentiate ourselves in front of our member. And if you think about the shared value component that I referenced, one of the key stakeholder groups is how we do things to benefit the members, the people that are trusting us with their financial future, whether they're consumers or small businesses. Those particular principles that you referenced, those are all about providing a differentiated experience with that member as the primary focal point in the relationship.
Now, it does also relate to that back office, between the back office employee and the branch staff. Can it also be applied there as well?
Absolutely. Every one of us is either customer facing or we are someone who supports someone that is customer facing. You may not have direct interaction with an external client, but your internal client, you should follow the same types of principles and protocols, because if you're doing a good job supporting them, then ultimately we're going to have much more satisfied members. And then what we'll see from that is a higher level of retention. We'll see a much greater level of willingness to refer others. And that's how we'll grow our business one member at a time.
Thanks to Ryan, our president and CEO, for his insightful responses. Thanks to you for tuning in. And for more of these videos from our CEO conversations, tune in to SharePoint.